In the small town of Monroe, Washington, most people were getting ready for the Halloween night by creating Halloween decorations and preparing candy treats. However, this year, darkness suddenly took hold of the festival, casting a shadow over the town. The whimsical breeze of the wind suddenly changed its mood, causing tree leaves to dance in a dark manner. There was no longer the usual cheerful and pleasant Halloween atmosphere. Instead, a sense of darkness and horror filled the air. The townspeople became fearful and scared, but no one knew why. In an old house located on the busy street of the town, a young girl named Alice lived. Alice always had a fondness for Halloween celebrations and decided to host a special Halloween party at her house this year. She had prepared all the spooky and mysterious decorations and sent out invitations to her friends. The Halloween night arrived, and Alice's friends joined several other citizens to celebrate at her house. However, in the middle of the night, when the lights suddenly went out and a strange noise was heard from upstairs, everyone realized that something terrifying was happening in this house. Suddenly, at that moment, a lightning bolt struck, and the lights came back on. Everyone looked together and saw a young girl in a terrifying Halloween costume standing at the top of the stairs. Her face was obscured, and a frightening mask was visible underneath. She spoke in a calm yet eerie voice, saying, "Welcome to the Dark Halloween Festival." Almost everyone screamed in terror and tried to escape. But at that moment, the doors of the house closed shut, and there was no way out. The terrifying young girl said calmly, "Our game is not over yet. You are all part of my game, and this game will continue until one of you loses." Fear and horror peaked in the dark house of Monroe, Washington. The frightening young girl presented each participant with horrifying challenges that tested their lives and deaths. Excitement and fear filled the air, and everyone was seeking an escape. In the first challenge, participants had to pass through a dark room filled with artificial eagles. Each participant had to go through this room alone and take a candle from the wall. However, every move they made seemed to trigger the eagles to come to life and attack them. One participant managed to grab the candle with difficulty and escape from the room. In the next challenge, participants were forced to enter a room full of mirrors. Each mirror showed a dark past or a hopeless future of the participants. One of the participants, named Jack, when he looked into the mirrors, saw distorted versions of himself in horrifying situations. This experience pushed him to the brink of terror, and he had a vision of a time when darkness ruled over him. The young terrifying girl presented even more terrifying challenges that surpassed the previous ones. Participants gradually became accustomed to fear and danger, but still hoped to find a way to escape. When only a few participants remained, they faced the young terrifying girl's ultimate challenge. They had to enter a room filled with mirrors with a glass ceiling. Every second, a mirror would shatter, and at that moment, time would run out for that person. Participants had to cleverly and swiftly navigate their way out of this enigmatic room. In the end, the last remaining participant was Alice, the young girl who had organized this Halloween party. With excitement and fear, she faced this challenge and successfully escaped using her intelligence and bravery. When Alice left the house, there was no trace left of the young, terrifying girl. She realized that everything was a terrifying and mysterious game designed by a hidden sorcerer to enhance the fear and excitement of Halloween. Since then, Halloween in the small town of Monroe, Washington became the most memorable and terrifying celebration for everyone, and the story of the young, terrifying girl always remained as a chilling legend for the townspeople.